What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 79. I'm Star Jefferson, and I'm here with my co-host,
This is Star Hefferson.
Star Hefferson. Star Hefferson and Star Jefferson. That's right. We're coming to you today from HorrorCon, live in Sacramento. We're ready today to talk to you about the horror of so many different stuffs, because that's what we're all about. Our show is called Horror Pod. Horror Pod.
We're actually ghost investigators.
Ghost investigators. Today on the show, we're going to investigate some ghosts. That'd be kind of great show, like as far as just a really fun show idea called Ghost Hunter. But all you did was like talk to dudes about why they disappeared on women. You know what I mean?
Every guy in my life, you mean?
I think that would be a great show, like, or women just all of a sudden be like, "What's up? I'm Tad. I'm Jenna, and here we are today outside of Scott's house. We're outside of Scott's house. Scott went out on a date with Rebecca, and then all of a sudden he stopped calling. Let's find out why." And all of a sudden,
I would watch that.
kick the door open. Scott's asleep. "What's up, buddy? Doesn't look like you're your grandma's at all, does it?"
Oh, that'd be good.
That'd be a great show.
Yeah.
It'd be a great episode. We kind of started talking about scary stuff last episode, but then we got sort of like we got
turned
like
into one big therapy session.
yeah, it's turned into a big Dr. Drew episode. I hope you're healed. I hope you're better. Any short answer updates as to whether or not, before we jump into horror? Any short answer updates? Has anything changed?
No, not really. I mean, I saw him, but then now we're back in the same boat. I'm like, what's happening? I'm over it.
All right.
I'm over it.
Good. All right. Well, let's just jump right into horror stuff for Halloween. Are you a big scary movie person?
Mm-hmm.
You are. You love them.
I love them.
Do you like the gore, like nuts getting stepped on, or like squishy blood stuff?
I'm not too into the gory side of things. I'm more so like I want to like be really scared.
Jump scares?
Yeah.
Like you're sitting there watching, and then all of a sudden the cat goes meow.
Yeah, or even just like really like creepy, like I don't know, fucked up scenarios. You know what I mean? Not necessarily like gore, but just like yeah.
Gore.
I guess jump scares and just like the more of the like psychological twisted aspect of it.
Did you see the movie Maxine?
No, I haven't watched those yet.
Oh my lord, have you seen none of those movies?
Mm-mm.
I strongly recommend, but also so gory.
Okay.
So gory. There's a balls getting stepped on in the third one. That's just hard to watch. Hard to watch.
Yeah.
Although I did have a friend who was an S&M dom, and she said some dudes like to have their nuts stepped on.
Totally.
Really? You aware of this?
I mean, I feel like that's a thing, as especially someone as dominatrix would do.
You ever been with a dude and he's like, "You know what I want you to do? Step on my nuts."
Never.
Okay, so you've just heard. You don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't know personally.
Okay.
I've heard.
Okay, so what movie do you think scared you the most in your life?
Ooh, I'm not gonna lie, Paranormal Activity really scared the shit out of me because I grew up thinking my house was haunted. So I was like, oh, like that demon's coming for me.
Mm-hmm.
Also, The Uninvited. And I watched that movie back not too long ago, and it's a little bit cornier than I remember, but that used to really get me as a kid.
The Uninvited?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, I mean, I don't want to give the plot away, but I don't know. This girl is like seeing things, and it's really, there's like this one scene where like this bell keeps ringing.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I watched it at my friend's house in middle school. And then I guess like her older sister, her older brother had watched the movie before. So like right after we're watching the scene where this bell is ringing, it's like all creepy. Like one of the siblings upstairs starts ringing this bell, and then we're all like, we're gonna die. Like we were freaked out.
So Paranormal Activity?
Yeah.
Do you watch those American Horror Story things?
Yeah, I've seen all of the seasons except for this newest one, and then like the short ones they do where it's American Horror Stories.
Oh, like their little spin-offs?
Yeah.
I think that the scare. I think my journey with with scary movies happened at a young age. I was unfamiliar with the concept of horror or fear, and my friend and next door neighbor, Drew Ducklow, who side note, sister Stacy Ducklow, I remember this specifically. His mom and dad would walk around naked all the time in the summer and like just be nudists and be fine with it. Like I'd be open, like knock on the door, be like, "Could Drew come out and play?" There's like a schlong hanging on my face because he's just like, "Yeah, hold on a minute, I'm gonna keep smoking my pipe," and they would just walk around naked as fuck in their house. So
Yeah.
that should have been a red flag as to maybe not go to the movies with them. But I did. Went to the movies with them, and I got to see Dracula. And I remember Dracula had his ripped out someone's throat and it was bleeding, and I was like so afraid. I started crying.
My grandparents were married on Halloween, and
Okay.
then they used to just have like stacks and stacks of scary movies in their home. And I don't remember like what specifically the first horror film I watched was, but I just remember being like very little at my grandparents' house and like seeing something on in the background and being like, what is on the television?
Right. And they love it.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, Michelle's the same way. Fucking loves it. It's just like it freaks me out. I go in the other room and watch TV in the other room because I'm not down with it. Do you like horror movie? Like, do you like horror movie like heroes or horror movie villains?
I guess the hero.
You do. That was reluctant.
Well, I don't know. I feel like a lot of horror movies don't end well. So I guess there isn't necessarily, nothing ever really comes to the justification it really should be at the end of a movie.
Did you see the movie with oh god, Zoe Kravitz directed Channing Tatum in it, where Channing Tatum, have
Blink
you seen that one?
Twice.
Yeah, you saw it?
Yeah.
Pretty fucked up movie.
Yeah.
Like, spoiler alert. By the way, side note, don't you think milk should have a spoiler alert instead of an expiration date? No. So in Blink Twice, oh my god, like the fingernail thing was the weirdest. Like when she had dirty fingernails.
Oh yeah.
First off, if you haven't seen Blink Twice and you're watching this right now, we're going to talk about it. So you might want to fast forward 2 minutes. But if not, we're talking about it. That was the most fucked up movie I've ever seen. The way they just like drugged those ladies and just and murdered people and just the thing. But I think she got some pretty good revenge at the end.
Oh yeah. I mean, she basically took over.
She took over. She kept him on a leash.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good movie.
I thought it was good too.
It was definitely like disturbing though.
Yeah.
Would you say that if you're like a victim or a survivor of assault that you would be a little triggered watching that movie?
Personally, I wasn't.
Oh.
But one of my good friends did see it, and she was like, I was fucked up for days after watching that. And I was like, damn, like,
yeah,
maybe I haven't dealt with my emotions.
You shook it off. You were like, I don't care. But the funny thing about it is, like, if you were dating the Channing Tatum character, he could call you at like 11:30 at night and be like, what are you doing? And you're like, nothing. Okay, I'll shower. Like, totally, for sure.
Wait, what do you mean?
No, I'm just fucking with you. Because he would just be like, hey, I check all the awful boxes. You busy later? And you'd be like, well, you do check all the boxes.
Let me shower and get over to your house as fast as I can.
Yeah, even though I can't drive, I'll be right over. Oh man, the only thing that would have been more fucked up in that story last week is if Purse Dumper drove you.
Oh, right.
That'd be hilarious. What's your go-to when you watch a movie? Like when you go into a theater. Have you been to a theater in a minute?
Yes.
Okay. Popcorn, water, soda,
large
chocolate.
Popcorn.
Big popcorn.
A large popcorn, a lot of butter. I get a water. Back in the day, I used to also get a blue slushy or icy, but I'm trying to stay away from sugar, so it's got axed.
Okay, so what you're telling me is, and I think you're saying it correctly, tub of butter-filled popcorn, but not butter, the quote-unquote butter. It's like oil or whatever it is. Large water, no more icy.
No more icy.
Dude, I sit in the back row. I go to the earliest movie, so I'm the only one in the movie theater. I sit in the back row by myself. I have my phone. I play video games. I watch, and I have a small popcorn with
Mhm.
lots of fake
You're
butter.
playing video games while the movie is going on?
Yeah, it's background. I'm just like playing like Wordle or like whatever. Not like I'm not like shooting people and killing people and stuff.
You're not paying attention to the movie?
I'm absorbing. I'm absorbing. I'm hearing it.
Oh
But
my
I
gosh.
but I also it's the one time a week where I allow myself chocolate and I get chocolate covered almonds and I dump them in the popcorn.
I like it, like, I mean, I haven't done this in a while, but like M&Ms or peanut M&Ms in the popcorn, that's good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like it. Have you ever been on a date with a dude where he like cut a hole in the bottom of the popcorn and was like, "Hey, this is where my junk lives"? Have you ever done that?
No,
No?
no, and I'm very glad I haven't.
I'm glad you haven't too. I heard about it. Like you hear about it, urban legends. Oh, she was at the movies with this guy and he cut the bottom of a popcorn thing out and put his junk in. And I was like, that's awful for everyone involved. First off, he's got butter all over his penis. Second of all, the popcorn is now inedible.
Yeah,
And then what's she gonna do? Jerk him off while she's eating popcorn? And like, it just doesn't. But it started getting me thinking about urban legends. There's
yeah,
a lot of them.
yeah.
A lot of urban legends. Like I'll name a few. There's let's see, the girl who put the hot dog in her V. You know that one? You never heard
Was
that
that
one?
considered an urban legend?
No one's ever met a girl who put a hot dog in her V and it broke off. Not one person.
No, but I'm thinking like scary, spooky urban legend.
I
You're
think
like,
that,
yeah, this girl put a hot dog in her cooter.
yeah, that would be horrifying. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how absolutely horrifying that would be?
I did hear when I was in middle school, I want to say, I don't know who told me, or I do actually remember who told me this story, but this was like when I was doing a lot of theater and we had like a whole group of friends in my theater group. Anyways, I digress. I remember these kids telling, they were like a little bit older, they were telling me the story that this girl got Starburst stuck up her cooter and
Okay, that's less scary.
and they couldn't like figure out what was going on with her until finally she was like, "Oh yeah, this guy stuck a starburst up there." And I don't know if it was like true or not.
Do you think it's because she wanted somebody to taste the rainbow?
That's Skittles.
Fuck, that would have been
Yeah,
such a great joke.
I almost had it.
Almost had it. Well, what's Starburst motto or slogan?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
I
Did you
think
ever
it
get
might be
in?
bursting with flavor. I don't know.
There was burst with flavor, also disturbing. um, but also what a party, like what a crazy party girl if it's the same girl who put a hot dog
And
and
Starburst.
Starburst.
Yeah.
That's a party. It's a party.
It's for sure a party.
You think that last week was a therapy session for you. If I had a chance to talk to that girl, we'd have so many questions. Did you ever get into like do you ever obsess over? Well, first off, sorry, a lot of things going on in my brain. You can't just say Starburst and hot dog and think that everything's cool. I remember the urban legend where like there was this young couple and their car died in the middle of nowhere, but they heard on the radio that there was a missing insane asylum person, and he had a hook in his hand. And then the guy was like, "You stay here in the car. Don't let anyone in. I'm gonna go find help." And then days go by, and then it was the next morning, and the police come to rescue her. He's dead, and there was a hook in the side of the car. Did you ever hear that one?
No.
Yeah, it wasn't as popular as I thought it'd be, but that was the one I heard a bunch when I was younger.
There was like a bridge in my hometown that people would say was haunted, and they're like, you can't go there at night, like a creature will come out from under the bridge, or like a ghost will appear walking the bridge, like if you try to cross it. I don't know, there's a lot of creepy things about my hometown.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I pulled up the top three most common urban legends.
Okay.
Tell me if you've heard any of these. The vanishing hitchhiker. Have you heard this one?
um
What do you think it is? What do you think it is?
I think it's a hitchhiker appears, he's in the back of the car, and then he disappears.
Okay, you have to talk in that narrative voice for the rest of the show. This legend involves a driver who picks up a hitchhiker, usually a young woman, After a conversation or ride, the hitchhiker suddenly disappears,
Mm-hmm.
often leaving behind an item like a jacket. Later, the driver finds out that the hitchhiker was actually a ghost of someone who died years ago.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Spooky.
Yeah. All right. Here's the next one. Oh, mine's on here. Mine's on here. The Hook Man. A, t- a,
I never
teen-
heard that one.
a teenage couple is parked in a car on a secluded road when they hear a news report about a dangerous criminal with a hook for a hand who's escaped from a nearby asylum. The couple speeds off in fear, only to discover that later a bloody hook was hanging from inside the door. They killed him. They killed this guy.
I got that much.
You what? You figure that?
I figured that one out.
How about there's two more. There's Slenderman.
I've heard that one. Yes.
Okay. And then there's the licked hand.
No.
The legend involves a young girl alone at home with her dog. She hears strange noises but feels comforted by her dog licking her hand from under the bed.
Oh, and it's not a dog.
When she finally investigates, she finds her dog dead in another part of the house and a note that reads, "Humans can lick too."
Ew.
Oh my God. This is the greatest. I'm so disturbed now. No, humans can lick too. I love that not only did he murder the dog without sound, he left a note.
Yeah.
The dog. It doesn't make
okay.
Yeah, great. So there's a couple more here. You want to hear the Bunny Man? You want to hear the Bunny Man?
I've definitely heard the Bunny Man.
Tell me the Bunny Man.
I don't remember, but I know it. I know it.
The Bunny Man is a figure said to haunt Fairfax County, Virginia.
Yeah.
Well, hold up.
That's right by me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where he's described as a man dressed in a bunny costume who attacks people with an axe. Sounds like the Easter Bunny. The legend has its roots in reports from the 1970s. A man claimed to have seen him after an infamous Bunny Man Bridge.
Yes. Yes.
There was a real Bunny Man Bridge.
That's the bridge I'm talking about.
Oh, you already talked to me about this.
Yeah, it's the Bunny Man Bridge.
You know that's where they got the name for Burning Man. Someone was like, "We should start a festival in the desert," and she's like, "Hold on, I'm reading this thing about Bunny Man." It was like, "Did you just say Burning Man?"
Burning Man? Perfect.
All right, last two. I want to read what it says about Slenderman though.
Okay.
Originally from internet forums, the Slender Man is a tall, faceless figure with unnaturally long limbs. He is said to stalk children and lead them into the woods where they are never seen again. Despite being created as fiction, the Slender Man legend gained huge following, even inspired real-life violence. Did you hear about that? Those girls who lured another girl into the forest and just killed her?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they made a movie about the Slender Man.
I don't think that many people saw it, but I don't know. I didn't see it. Did you have any friends or people that you knew when you were younger who like went bananas and just started murdering people?
No.
That's good. That's great.
No one I know. I mean, I know a lot of kids who have gotten into like car accidents.
Okay. It's dark. That's dark.
But yeah, no one I grew up with is a murderer.
That is comforting.
My theater teacher got arrested for child pornography, but
now we're talking. Nice.
But that's about as crazy as it gets.
I knew a kid when I first moved to LA. I knew a kid. I won't say his name, but he was really high up in all these. He worked for a very, very popular director, and he was like at this huge entertainment company, and he was married, and he had this what appeared to be a pretty kick-ass life. Like he was like hanging out with McGee and all of these different people, like just killing it. And like he would have these amazing parties with these amazing people. His father was wealthy. They arrested him, and he's been in federal prison for having child pornography on his computer for like decades. Can you? I mean, like that's tough to come back from.
Yeah,
it's tough. All right, good response. Thanks, buddy.
Well, I just am thinking about how like my theater teacher growing up was like, he was a scary theater teacher, but that's what made him, he was a great director. And I used to like idolize. Like I was like, he is phenomenal at what he does with theater. And then once I found all this shit out, I was like my perspective was so skewed. I was like, oh, I used to honor that man.
Yeah, I mean, it's always weird when you find out the separation of art and artist, where you find out
Mhm.
like some super like insanely talented human is also like smelling children.
Yeah.
That's never fun.
No.
I pulled up some more urban legends. You want to talk about them?
Sure.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
We can keep going with other stuff.
What other stuff we got?
You're bored with urban legends? No way. These are great.
Okay, well give me the most interesting one you're seeing right now.
Okay. I really like the clown statue.
Don't know it.
In this legend, a babysitter calls the parents of the children she's watching, asking if she can cover up a creepy clown statue in their house because it's unsettling.
Oh, and there's no statue.
Parents respond by telling her they don't have a clown statue, implying that it's an intruder. The babysitter flees the house, realizing the statue is a person dressed up as a clown. Wouldn't the clown have like grabbed her when he tried to cover it up?
Well, he's trying to pretend to be fake so that
So
when everyone goes to bed, he can murder them.
he's got a statue fetish. Like he wants to be like, and then still be. That's interesting.
I used to be fascinated by those people in like Washington, D.C., like the statue people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that something that you wish you probably like could have got more into?
No.
Okay, hold on. One more.
Okay.
Actually, I'm having so much fun. These are just like the death car. According to this urban legend, we'll see. I'll start it and you tell me if you know the rest because you seem to know a ton about urban legends, even though you pretend that you don't. According to this urban legend, cars have been involved in fatal accidents are cursed. Anyone who buys or drives such a car is doomed to suffer the similar tragedy. In some versions, the car will drive itself or mysteriously cause accidents, leading to more deaths and continuing the legacy of misfortune. Do you believe that?
Wait, what?
It says if a car is in an accident, that car is cursed or possessed,
Mm,
and people must avoid that car because for the rest of its life, it's suggesting the car has a brain.
okay.
I don't know. It just seems like the Halloween thing. Do you find Halloween to be more scary or more sexy?
Well, I mean, as you get older, it's more so like we can dress the sluttiest.
You, older? How old? What are you talking about? Like how? Like in your 20s, it's who can dress the sluttiest?
Well, I mean, once you hit like college, yeah.
Are you still in slut? What are you going to be this year for Halloween?
Well, I only have one plan so far. I need to figure out what else I'm doing. But the one plan I do have, it's medieval themed. So I need to go find some kind of
A medieval slut?
yeah. I
What would that consist of?
don't know, like a queen or a princess, or maybe I could be some kind of like wizard, fairy. I could be a little
A
elf.
slutty wizard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What?
But then I was also thinking, I'm like, it would be really funny though if I bought like an inflatable dragon suit and just went super left field and looked crazy. But
Here's what you should do for your Halloween costume. It'd be the best Halloween costume in the world. Get an inflatable dragon.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then post the inflatable dragon to a thought bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dress as slutty as you want. That's totally your call. But then walk around like this. So you're imagining dragons. That would be so great. Dragon in a thought bubble.
Terrible.
What are you talking about? That would win so many. That would win so many contests.
Oh my god.
What's the best?
Dragons.
That's come on. You know it's. If you see it out, tell them I know they listen to the show.
Okay.
What is the what is your favorite Halloween costume that you've been?
Mine have been pretty boring. I was a snow bunny last year. I wore bunny ears and some snow goggles.
That's it.
Like a bikini.
Okay. That's awesome. And you go to parties in a bikini indoors and you're fine with it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I don't think I've had any really cool costumes, to be honest. I don't think I always leave it to last minute. So then it's like the day of Halloween and I'm like, fuck, I need to find something. So I never plan ahead.
Yeah.
Some people are like prepping months for this, and I'm like, dog.
Yeah, Michelle is that person. She's got like 3 different potential costumes for 3 different parties, and it's a whole. They're already laid out.
She's like, I know.
She does. It's her whole
This
thing.
one this day, this one another day,
Yep, 100%.
this one for backup.
So you say that now, as an adult, you think Halloween is more about being slutty than about being scary.
I mean, I just think it's the whole tradition of like, let's watch scary movies and carve pumpkins, and then we get to be total sluts on Halloween. But it's not like that for everybody.
No, but don't
Not everybody's a slut.
It's not really about everyone being a slut as much as it's about people dressing and pretending to be sluts.
Totally.
I guess.
Yeah.
I think. It's just like, yeah, all right. I'm going to walk away from this conversation. What do you think, like, of all of the horror movies that you watch, what trope do you think is the most tired?
I don't know.
Like, which one are you like over like the most? Like super over you, like you have, jump scares, you have creepy kids, you have the final girl, we should all just split up, the cat fake out, tripping while running. Bless you. Bless you. Wow. Bless you all 3 times. The sinister mirror reflection, going back for the pet, the phone won't work, killer's never really dead. Like, which one are you like over?
I would say the splitting up is so dumb. Why are we splitting up?
Right. That doesn't make any sense.
Can you hear my stomach growling?
No, sweetie.
Okay. It is so loud. I'm like, oh my God, someone's going to hear this.
No, I promise.
I think the splitting up is dumb. Who does that? Why would you split up in a scary situation? No, I'm going to be glued to somebody.
Right.
Okay, you have to go back for the pet. Like, you can't leave it.
You have to. You don't. Like, you have, like, all of a sudden, there's a guy in the house with an axe. Right?
And
he's
you're going to leave your pet.
Or you're going to be part of the axe experience.
I mean, yeah, but then what is he going to kill my dog?
Well, I guess in that situation, it's you or your
I guess
dog.
It's me or the dog. I guess I would choose me, but still.
It's very sad. You can cry about it all you want. Or another option is not be able to cry because you're dead.
Yeah.
There's so many, like, as far as the ridiculousness of like so many of the tropes, like, number one, it's just like, whenever someone says, like, you'll see it'd be all like foggy, and then you'll be in the middle of the woods by yourself, and you'll be like, all of a sudden you'll hear a man dragging his foot, and he'll come up to you and he'll be like, and you'll come to a cabin, and the old man will go, whatever you do, don't go in there. I'd be like, okay, movie's over, bye. Like, I'm not going in there.
Yeah.
Why would you blatantly not listen to whatever you do, don't go in there? I know that's the opposite of your dating philosophy, but in general, it's like, why I wouldn't. I just.
Oh my gosh! Can I just like
yes, of course.
Little story real quick?
Sure.
Okay, so the other day, I haven't heard from Per Stumper since I had to call the cops. Right? I know, thank God. But the other day, I went to the coffee shop that I go to every day, and he has known that I like to go there. So I'm sitting outside waiting for them to bring me my matcha. I'm like literally on the phone with one of my guy friends. We're like venting back and forth about our daily life struggles. And then he's like venting to me about his girlfriend or whatever. And I like look up, and mind you, Per Stumper was very into graffiti. Like, and like when you're into graffiti, you have like a tagging name that's obviously,
Was his felon?
No. But I'm sitting there waiting for my matcha. I look up at the parking meter directly in front of me, and there is his sticker with his name on it. And I was like, this fucking bitch. I know he did this on purpose, so I see it. That's the most type of contact that I've had with him since I had to call the cops on him. But I was like,
it's great.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
I know, it's been over 3 weeks now.
I think if you could have watched your story, not from your perspective, but from the perspective of an outsider, you would have been shouting just like I was. What the fuck are you doing?
No, I mean, I was in it talking to myself like that. It's just, yeah, I don't know, when you're really brainwashed and manipulated for a while, you know.
Listen, I totally get it. I get it completely. I've been in that situation, not so much with that level of, yeah, with that level of toxicity,
Yeah.
100%. It's just you learn, you move on. Um, okay, so it's the 23rd. Are you going? So what are you're going to Barney's tonight? I assume
Yeah.
going to Barney's. Do you have an outfit all picked up?
No, I was thinking about that yesterday. I'm like preparing so far in advance. Like, I'm going to wear parties tomorrow. I actually have no idea what I'm going to wear tonight.
Will there be or will there not be a lot of stomach?
There will probably be. Well, here's the thing. There's either going to be a lot of stomach or no stomach and a lot of leg.
But never both.
Not when it's cold, starting to get cold, I guess.
Is the Valley Parker back?
No. Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's these two like younger kids doing it. I haven't asked updates on how Frank's doing. I don't know.
Well, I hope he improves and I hope he heals. All right. Well, I hope you have fun tonight.
Thanks.
I hope you enjoy yourself and meet someone lovely.
I'll probably run into the same 3 guys.
I mean, it seems like it's the same crew who hangs out there.
Oh yeah, it'll be interesting.
If no old people are there, right? It's all.
I will say, last time I was there, me and my girlfriends were like, "Why are there a bunch of dads here tonight?"
This is promising.
Yeah, there's a lot of older guys there.
Like you go at like 9.
You froze.
You are.
No, you are.
What time do you go when you go?
Well, you see, the cool time to go is like 10:30.
But you can't get it anymore.
But then the lines has now started getting really, really long by like 10. So my friends and I try to get there at like 9, so that we can get a table, order drinks, maybe some food,
Right.
some nachos. Sounds.
And then you close it out.
Last time I left at like 11:15, 11:30.
All right. Okay, it's so fun. That's my move used to be when I would go out all the time was I would leave my place at like 10:30, and then I would close it down.
Yeah, I mean, back when it used to be a different security guard and I could cut the line and do whatever the fuck I wanted, I would get there at like 10:30, 11, and then I would literally stay till they shut it down.
Right.
But now I go early, then I see, who's here? And then I go.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, say the thing.
Alrighty. Wherever you get your podcasts, you should listen to this on. And if you're on YouTube, you can like, subscribe, and comment what you want to hear from us next. You can find us on YouTube. We're on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter. Tell us what you want. Tell us what you want from us.
Twitch.
Are we on? We're not on Twitch.
We're not on Instagram. What are you talking about?
We're on Instagram separately.
Oh yeah, that's right. At the Chris Army and at Little Hannah Sucks.
Duh.
What if you, just as a theory, what if you changed your handle to Little Hannah is successful in romantic encounters?
You know what's really funny is the night that I met this guy, well, not met, the night that with this guy, me and a bunch of my friends are talking. They're like, "Why is your handle Little Hannah Sucks?" I was like, "I don't know. I think it's funny." And they're like, "Why isn't it Little Hannah Rocks?"
Maybe what if it's that simple? What if it's that simple?
I don't. You think my Instagram handle is the precursor for all my downfalls?
I just think you got nothing to lose.
But here's the thing, like, I wanted to just be Little Hannah because no one else in the world has the handle Little Hannah. But for some reason, it's not available. So I was like, well, that sucks. And I was like, well, that's kind of funny. Why don't I do Little Hannah Sucks? But what else would be cool?
Well, I mean, now that you explain it like that, that sucks that Little Hannah isn't available. Would be funnier.
Little Hannah unavailable.
Yeah, little Hannah sucks. It sucks that little Hannah isn't unavailable. I don't know, whatever. But
Yeah.
anyways, all right, good talk, buddy. Let's just log it out.